See, now these guys, you know, it's not like they're hunting him down. They're just getting loaned these knives, I guess, is what you made us understand the other day.
Oh, some of them, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Device is getting, he's got lots of loans in his inventory. But who knows? Well then, we're off to the races now. The real game is beginning. Mousesports will be heading up to the top of mid at the very least. We've got grenades being deployed, but Rez already found himself a kill. Looking for another one now. Again, NIP chose. Oh, Rez! Oh, Rez, not like this. All of them, no. Just 4. Just 4? That's 4. That's 80%. Rops now's got so much work to do. Planting for the long side of things. Surely I'll push through the smoke together. All right, then it's his turn to clean up now with the P250 doing his best. Rob! Cynthia will put a stop to it. Great play from Rez, though. Very patient shots with the pistol.
There is a world where I'm just freaking out, and Rops is able to do the same thing with P250, with the P250, right?
Yeah.
He just starts doming everybody. That is one of the most ungodly pistol rounds that we've seen in a long time, though. What a play from Rez. He played those angles perfectly, got the info, and then just made it so difficult to trade. Sick work from Rez. That's a hard pistol round to reproduce, though, so we're not going to get too crazy about it. We're not going to get out of hand here. But that is a pistol round for NIP. Finally, NIP winning a pistol against Mousesports. Had to happen eventually. So Rob's going to go with the Russian AK now. Rest of the team with the pistols. And NIP full bot up. 3 SMGs, 2 rifles, ready to rumble. NIP will have had more time to just get more and more dialed in on this map. They've had some tough opposition in G2. That's been a learning experience for them. They emerged victorious last time. And so, I mean, G2, one of the teams to beat in this tournament, and NIP hanging right in there with them. So I don't think that we really cannot sleep on NIP on this map. I think that this is going to be a good, solid third map grand final here. It's whether or not the pressure, Mousesports are able to handle the pressure. ACOR has been terrific on the first 2 maps of this series. Is he going to stay consistent in this third map?
Oh, hold on a second. They're rotating towards the B bomb site. Oh boy, they could be in some trouble here. And there's Rops able to cut off the rotation. What set off NIP to make their way towards the B bomb site? Hold on a second. Plopsky's here with the MP9, and they're going to run to their doom. They're stuck now. They had a chance to plant the bomb, and that's fading. Or is it? Everybody's been lost apart from ZTR. How has this happened? They always, these force-buying players often find a way to close the distance and pick up a rifle, and things go from bad to worse. So despite the great efforts in the pistol rounds, NIP are suddenly in the bin.
The hell did they see that actually set them off? It's just a realization, just a call, a gut feeling. But that was disastrous. So we see the kills again. That was a beautiful shot. But that's unreal. NIP finally win a pistol round, maybe getting a little ahead of themselves, maybe getting a little giddy. But, you know, they finally won a pistol. You're thinking, cool, second, third round, we're going to be in this. Actually have some rounds to work with. And no, just instantly shut down. Not given an opportunity, not given it a chance. And now it's NIP going for Deagles, and ACOR shooting Rez in the face already to kick things off. So early banana control here for Mousesports. Tampa's doing work with the Deag, though. Gonna make this interesting, at least. Not giving up without a fight.
See how many Hampus is good for. Repositioning now, just seeing ACOR towards the end, but the bomb is still on T-ramp. So no commitment from Mousesports just yet. Keeping their options open. Device creeping in the apartments in the meantime. See how far he's willing to go. Hampus swinging behind that smoke. I think that may have been spotted. See if he elevates his position.
Is that going to be expected, though? Somebody should be checking for this.
Well, Device is bottom mid now. So we'll see if he's off to the races. Surely he gets one kill from this at least. DEXTER recognizes him first. And there's Device on the flank now. Oh, that's a bomb carrier. He could find 2. No, ACOR will trade that one. I think he's getting a little nervous, but ZTR 1 versus 3. It's all to play for. He has a defuse kit as well, it's worth noting. No one's actually covering CT, really? No one's covering CT!
He knew somebody was passed as well. I think he was just hoping that he had fully extended into banana. But no, Romps had just been holding the angle, and so he's able to save the day. But that, man, so close for NIP. So close, but that was a forced buy from them. And so this is going to be a hard round of eco coming up next. Still, the firepower is here for both of these teams, and now they're all warmed up and ready to go. So we're going to see more of these crazy headshot rounds. We're going to see more of these crazy plays coming in from both of these teams, without a doubt. But the gamble coming in now. It's going to be NIP once again, putting 4 players over towards the B site early. Device holding solo A. Evolution of the metas.
Device with the Zeus. Trying to pick up an opportunity, let's say. Again, the kill bonus sucks. It's more about what you find than the kill itself. Looking for a response, and Frozen may get one. Really got to pick the right time to do this, and I'll see him fall back. But now he can just re-aggress versus these USPs. Not too dangerous around for Frozen. It's time for him to warm up, actually. Can see all those Titan hollows on that AK, but I would prefer some more contrast. I don't think this is the best implementation. Not the worst either. There's plenty of worst examples. Well then, there we go, 3-1. Now the game can begin. Device with AWP money, but not Kevlar money. We'll see what he chooses to do. A Kevlar-less sniper rifle on Inferno will be very restricted in what it can do.
It's scary if you peek mid and the HEs are coming at you. You can play banana as well. Yeah, it's not looking like he's going to go for it. Looks like he's going to go for a rifle instead. So rifle, nades. No kit picked up. This is dicey. This is going to be a scary round here for NIP. 3 players early over 2 short. ACOR is going to be holding close, though. If somebody were to peek, they'd be in for a surprise.
Immediately. Top mid is conceded by Ninjas in Pyjamas, who have 4 players towards the A-bomb site. And Mousesports still establishing control of Banana. So
they're going to get it very early.
Yeah, they're giving this up, but why? Is it a trap? Do Mousesports just full commit here? What is their read of the situation? They've got Frozen going in for some dry peaks, and Devices in all kinds of trouble. Frozen with a 180 straight in the face, and that's the round. That is the round.
Yeah, they clearly... It seems to me like NIP right now have an idea of what Mousesports want to do, and so they're trying to preempt them with the pistol toward 4 towards B. They got 4 on A here, right? It's like they're trying to preempt Mousesports and really just hard shut down Mousesports, and yet Mousesports are just that extra step ahead where they've already made the adjustments to their game plan. I'm like, okay, normally we would go A here. Well, this round we're going to go B. And Device just gets caught completely, and that was such a wide angle from Device as well, clearly not expecting someone to be up that aggressively, but Frozen was just like, yeah, okay, I'm going to just swing and you're going to be there, and that's fine. Utterly brutal turn of events. And do you even, I mean, you have money to buy. You can afford to lose a couple of guns, but I think Mousesports are just going to try and play this safe.
It's against the commonly expected timings, if you will. 4-1 now for Mousesports. A great start to the T side. There's the 180 swing, and he stones him immediately. So Device will be on the MP9 for round number 6.
It's such a cool strategy, too, because they know that they're going to be light on nades. Like, Device throwing a smoke is useless. Had he had a molly or something, or even an HE, then you're going to get something out of that, right? But a smoke when they're already up on top of you, it's not really going to do much. So it's really good timing there to hit. That smoke, just canceling it all out. Screw your mollies. You're not going to get rid of me that easy, Frozen. It's just loving life right now. Comfortable. And in the meantime, Rops has already found Rez on short.
Noble effort from Hampus. However, massacred through the smoke by the tree position. Let's not forget the old tree on Inferno, which you used to be able to hop into. Good times. Flashes for either side, but Frozen is going to be a menace on this T side of Banana. That much is clear. Again, those earlier frags warming him up. 6 for 2 now, and those are impact frags.
Yeah, those are good. Those did a lot of damage.
His last 2 frags at least. And now it's the A sites that will be claimed by Mousesports as they move to 5. And again, many a time we have seen Ninjas in Pyjamas really turn things around, doing things the hard way, being victims for a time, and then eventually being the victor. But this is a horrible start to Inferno, it must be said. Again, just struggling after winning the pistol round.
Yeah, this is a worst case scenario. Winning the pistol and then proceeding to just get your head taken off round after round afterwards. You're allowing for Mousesports to get massive bank as well. Just check out how much money BMAS is going to have after this. He hasn't even thrown a grenade yet, James. It's going to be just nothing but gravy for him. So, I mean, the rest of Mousesports, their money's coming along quite nicely as well. So 7-2 for Rops. Frozen 6-2. Again, top 2 performers of the tournament so far. And sure, I was adding that caveat earlier. But on this last map, those guys are living up to the hype right now. They are just brutalizing NIP. So here we go. Buy round coming up for NIP. Again, rifles in play, decent nades. And now we get Device with the AWP. How does he decide to go up against Mousesports? Because ACOR doesn't have an op of his own. And so Device solo B again.
Well, there'll be a challenge. Frozen hunting with an iceberg in his hands. There's that pop flash for top banana, but there'll be no aggressor. Pop flash for the half wall.
Yep. Boom.
And a swing. And banana is clear. Now let's see how long Device will be trusted in this position. At what point is it that NIP will rotate a second player over, for example?
Well, that bomb starting to peel back. Frozen and BMAS playing as a duo here towards B. DEXTER, ACOR, and Rops over towards A right now.
This is the Moto smoke if he jump throws it. There we go. It is deployed from the barrels.
Time to sell the fake.
This pop flash is for almost everywhere on the bomb site. We'll see if it does Device as well. He'll deliver the first kill onto Frozen and smoke to create some space for himself. 35 seconds. Playing around the headshot position. He's got some help coming on the way as well. And here comes the push. They're going over the barrels. He found himself a 1v1 but didn't see in time. And down goes Device. Drops now to deal with the rotation. He's done half the job. ACOR planting for the fountain. So, oh, the smoke has gone from CT. And that is trouble. 14 seconds. He's got to plant a bomb somewhere. Pyjamas will be holding wide now as Plopsky delivers the first kill and a second. They can rescue the AWP as well before they defuse the bomb.
Hopefully that incendiary doesn't spread onto them. And yes, they should be able to recover the AWP. Rez going to take the hit on that one. Fair enough. So they'll save that gun, and that is a fine retake indeed. That off of Rops, nearly cutting off that full rotation. Nice first shot there from Device. Plopsky applying the pressure, and that was sick, man. His aim, that was gross. Rops is so brutal. But there we go. 5 rounds in a row picked up for Mousesports before NIP can finally muster a defense. And now they get full nades for NIP. They get to fully put in their plan. So Device is rotating back over towards A now that he's shown that he was holding anchor B. Hampus and Plopsky can get their protocol running over here towards Banana. So there will be the change in strategy here. Mousesports now have ACOR with the AWP of his own, however, holding mid initially.
Man, these are fast-moving rounds from Mousesports. They want their map control. They want to keep NIP off top mid, it seems. Just constantly aggressing there pretty promptly. They've got a minute 30 to play with as they take it. You can see the off angles being held. I do wonder if Mousesports will take, if NIP will take the fight to them in this regard, with the amount of time this is giving Mousesports, and they so close to catching them off guard again. Really unorthodox timing to what most people are doing.
This is bad news bears for Device, though. What do you do? Because now you're going to be worrying about a 50-50, and he's got Hampus to rotate over here to watch to help out Watch Arch. Okay. Nice shot from Device, but Pyjamas can't get something. Yes, Hampus finds that kill. So important. Now the remaining 3 players from Mousesports about to hit up short onto the A side. Rez only not even able to get the one.
I would expect a second player in the pit. ZTR is here as well. ZTR was here. Now we got Graffiti from Mousesports. Down goes Plopsky top mid. This is getting explosive. That's a wide peek from Hampus and a fast shot with the AK-47, but still he remains in a 1 versus 2 after that kill. He's got 2 in this round so far, but not enough it seems. Frozen and Rops could double peek him as we can see them on either side of the pit. The smoke is soon dissipating. Frozen will surely peek eventually. Hops up on the Vespa and thinks better of it, falls away. And we'll see round number 6 for Mousesports.
Save the AWP. That is a spot that you can count on seeing ZTR in the pit. He plays it pretty much religiously. And so definitely Mousesports should be clearing that out. Until you get that kill on ZTR, just assume that he's going to be somewhere around there. So I'm glad to see that Mousesports do not get ahead of themselves and they take the time to clear out the different parts of that bomb site before trying to go for that plant. They did try and go for a really good defense, but it's just not happening there for NIP. And so we will get a tactical timeout called by the Ninjas. They saved the AWP, but this might just be a tac timeout getting called here to try and slow down the pace a little bit as well. Not let things get too out of hand here.
Yeah, Mousesports have had a pretty fast pace in terms of initial map control, as we saw in that previous round towards top mid. Their peaks in towards B as well, way before NIP are expecting, and they're catching them off guard, and that may condition NIP to use their utility earlier when they have it.
Look at the scoreboard between these 2 teams right now, though. 4 kills on 4 of the NIP players, and then ZTR with 3, and then Rops is on the other side with 11. 6 kills follow up for Frozen.
He's having a great time, Rops.
Rops is just taking off. He's like, right, this is my map. But it's kind of like what we saw on Nuke, or Overpass, rather. Overpass from ACOR, where he just started super strong for Mousesports and really got the ball rolling for him. Well, here on Inferno, Rops is doing a lot of work for Mousesports.
Double AWPs now. Hampus with the second one towards this B bomb site. He's holding off angles. ACOR with a rare miss, and Hampus will deliver on his next attempt. They see 2 players at least towards Banana. Keeps hammering some shots through the half wall there as Frozen's waiting for an overextension. But what is the response now? They know Hampus is on an AWP, and he's probably not playing a spawn, so there's likely to be 2 AWPs here. That much should be clear for Mousesports. You can see Plopsky moving in for the pop flash. Oh, the timing is absolutely perfect. Thank you for playing. 4 versus 2. This is exactly the kind of round Ninjas in Pyjamas need. They need to be raising the aggression versus Mousesports, who felt firmly in control in most, if not all, of these rounds. Hampus now with some map control to do. Rez on the flank, buying time for this rotation. ZTR can offer incendiary as well, if he's there in time. Now lining up for Rez. Rops behind the coffin. Don't think he was spotted by Rez there. Just holding the angle. He's got a shadow advantage as well, but what if they come the other way first? 180 from Rops. Space the shot from Hampus, but ZTR will save once again. 3 players alive for NIP as they get just their 3rd round from 9 on the CT side.
ZTR again with the save, man. What a hero. This guy just keeps saving his teammates in the last possible instant. But Hampus and Device, I mean, they've shown their hand. They've shown that they're going for double AWP. But, I mean, keeping both ops alive is what's worked so far. So just roll with it at this point. So critical that they keep both of those AWPs in play here. And now we get to see if NIP can actually start to build a little bit of a bank. Mousesports are just filthy rich, so no worries there for them. They've got all the money that they could want. So full buy on their side, and once again, full on battle. No 3 to be early, though, so Frozen really trying to press the advantage, or at least put a little bit of pressure on this CT defense on B. Eats a nade for his troubles, though. But he gets the info, knows that Hampus is over there. They've shown a little bit of presence, but now this is the change of pace here from Mousesports. Rops and Pyjamas taking over apartments. Rez, Device, and ZTR, though, setting up for a crossfire. Aggro hold here on the A site. There's the shot from Device. Not sure if ACOR spotted him, though. Looks like he did.
He can't have seen him. Oh, he's going real deep, and Reds is just playing anti-flash in the meantime, trying to pre-fire Dexter, but you know there's multiple peekers coming. Somehow gets a second kill out of it, but the remainder of NIP over towards the B bomb site won't get here in time to take position. There's a smoke for Frozen to put up towards long if he wants it. He is top mid for now, however. Plopsky and Hampus now. Hampus will make his way towards T-spawn. So it will be safe territory for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Very strong Mousesports, strong as an ox on this T side, moving towards their 7th round.
Yeah, looking so good. That was such a promising setup. Device just getting outgamed, however. I mean, Rez was playing anti-flash, right? So he's not like he's watching for ACOR to run up there. He's fully expecting the flash peek coming in from Mousesports. But Mousesports, the Mad Lads, just decide to go for the dry peek, like nothing to announce them. That is such a cool little detail there from Mousesports. And it works perfectly against Nip's setup. So 7th round picked up on the T side early on here as well in the half for Mousesports. Still plenty of rounds to be played out here. So things can get worse for the Ninjas. I mean, Banana has been fairly decent. They haven't gone 3 towards B and IP. Haven't really felt like they needed to go for that. I'm curious if that's how you try and get in there. 3 towards B, just slam HEs into Frozen. Because Frozen is willing to get in there and try and take damage early, so you may be able to pull a fast one on him.
Yeah, they've got good utility to offer something towards Banana. We'll see if they do it with 2 AWPs in play. They certainly need more than 3 rounds here, Ninjas in Pyjamas. But it always feels like Mousesports are in control. They'll look to keep the pressure up, keep them money poor. ACOR had a good tournament so far. All ping on the T side of Inferno, not the easiest task. Hampus likes himself a shot through this half wall, as we have seen. Got to be careful there about your timing. ACOR on the logs now. Moves into position. And Plopsky will be playing anti-flash as rifle support. And again, there's 4 incendiaries. It's very different from NIP. Not really fighting for Banana as one might expect. But again, with 2 AWPs on deck, I didn't expect they might on this particular round. And into the peak he goes. It was just being waited for there, Hampus. And there may be trouble ahead for Ninjas in Pyjamas on this B-bomb site. Mousesports very prepared, very aggressive, very decisive on this T side of Inferno. There'll be some support grenade. Frozen making his way through the smoke. Plopsky looking as best he can, but Dexter win a duel on the site, and the site's been taken. Rops lurking as well to take out the rotators, should they choose to. But 3 versus 4, well, they are backing off once again. But they're running out of rounds even to saving at this point, exactly. Ninjas. Can't do this forever.
And Rops, look at Rops right now. This is going to be agonizing. They have no idea that he's here. Dude.
Merciless.
So does he catch that CR?
Oh, no.
This is a disaster. This is a disaster for the Ninjas.
Man like Rops has no sympathy for you. Does not care about your loved ones.
Yep.
There's another one. 15 for 4. Absolutely no craps given by Rops. He'll take it all away.
Must be nice to have Rops on your team. 15 kills, 4 deaths. Runner-up on his team has got 6. Everybody else on his team has got 6, essentially. I mean, it's only ACOR who's got 5. So, you know, it's just, then you got Rops. He's just dominating. He is the raid boss on this map.
He's the tax man.
Yeah. Death and taxes. Death and Rops.
Hand in hand.
And now they put 3 towards B, Nip. So interesting. We'll see if Mousesports take the bait or not. No nades to announce their presence. Plopsky is waiting on one. Waiting on a cue to throw that HE around the corner. ZTR and Device locking down the A side for now. And Mousesports, man, is just so patient. Not rushing, not risking anything. Managing their utility. Now they have top banana control. And you can just be steady with this. You've had Rops clear out apartments as well.
Sentry man frozen. He's got taps as well. Lurk smoke from Ninjas in Pyjamas to ward off the intentions of Mousesports. And Mousesports still has good control. Rop's always in the apartments. Prefers to be indoors, does Rops.
Just leaving frozen. And in the meantime, that's Rops getting bopped. A little bit of damage getting dealt there by ZTR. Must have clipped the wall for him not to be a one-shot. And now does ZTR have it? Oh no, decides to change it up. He's going to be playing from the site, looking for those body shots.
That clock's ticking. Frozen with a nice sweep, but there are 16 seconds to plant this bomb. That's a very important frag from DEXTER. Plants the bomb for the pit, standard stuff. They know where Hampus was towards B bomb site. He'll be holding on to the Jaguar AK. Maybe the reload was heard by Rob. Saw the taxman cometh again. See if he finds what he's looking for. Oh, he's good thing he's crouching. Oh, no! Oh, he's just...
Wait, he just keeps going over the shoulder.
I'm curious if it's going to land. Oh, wow.
This
Wow.
is sick.
I've never seen somebody boost there before. The taxman's on the way. Surprise.
That's amazing.
Bay didn't see him coming from that angle. Man,
9
no
to 3.
mercy. There's no mercy from Mousesports.
All right, 9-3 on the T side of Inferno, Mousesports. And they're just having their way with the ninjas. Yeah, just watching the retakes. I mean, they're just hitting all the shots, and then they're toying with them at the end. No guns saved, no nothing. So just utterly brutal. But now with full buy, we're going to get 3 ninjas towards B early on. Device and Plopsky here. Device and Hampus both here because it's Rez with the AWP on short this time. This is going to make things interesting here. And that was a must-win fight for Plopsky. Gets the best of Frozen, who was just running in dry, nothing to help him.
Yeah. Hampus AWP wasn't really having the desired effect. Very different approach to Device.
What can Rez hope to do now, though? He's got Hampus to get his back here. Plopsky's rotated as well. Device is looking towards Banana. He says that nobody is there. Exactly. You can see all the way down to bottom mid. This is big. A lot of information to play off of here for NIP.
That is a smoke grenade. Rez posted up, but he has concerns towards the long area. Once again, they are slowly being out-positioned. Plopsky falling back through the arch smoke. Rops looking for something. Spots Rez by double stack. Wonder if he recognizes the scope of the AWP. And DEXTER is creeping as well, standing in the smoke. And disaster looms for Ninjas in Pyjamas as Mousesports just close in on them and choke them off. DEXTER looking for targets now. He has multiple. He can see them at the very least, but he needs to get the frag. Props and Beamers will do that. Although Device and Plopsky will close things out. A rare round for Ninjas in Pyjamas on their CT side. 6 is still possible.
6 is definitely possible. They have money. They have what they need. They just need to actually have the winning strategies here. And they can go for the bombardment and Banana as well if they want. And yeah, 3 towards B again here for NIP. So again, you can go for multiple nades towards B and just hope to catch them out. This time around, this would be brutal. ACOR, Frozen, both in Banana. But NIP only putting the single incendiary in. What a shot from Device. Bold. Takes the fight with ACOR, wins it straight up. Plopsky, not sure if he spotted him, but Device is there to get his back.
Yeah,
must win kills. Completely
different scenario with Device on the AWP down Banana. Warning shots being rattled off. Present still being shown. Mousesports are not quite done with Banana just yet, it seems. Plopsky will head towards the A bomb site where Rez is waiting on along with the AWP. Playing that pillar position. Rez creeping towards short now, which is where you want to go if you want to move back up towards top mid later on. But for now, he'll be posted up. 49 seconds on the clock, and there's lots of jiggling from Rob's Beats. Takes one. Key press too far. DEXTER and Beamers now to try and stop Ninjas in Pyjamas, making it to a 5th round. But Rez resets his angle, and this will prove problematic for Dexter. And then there was Pyjamas. He can make it expensive for NIP moving into the last rounds. But need a fair few frags, so not only get the 1, is NIP make it to 5.
This is the double op working wonders. 3 for Rez, 2 for Device. Let's go. All of your ops getting the kills. That's exactly why you spent the big bucks on them. To just cut down these angles, to hold these long lines. Device with that second kill was crucial. But what wonderful work coming in from the Ninjas, at least managing to kind of get their heads back in this game here towards the end of this first half. 9-5, still possible to do 9-6. And again, 3 towards B early on. And this time we may get more of a bombardment. Yes, we will. A bit more of that nade pressure getting thrown in here by NIP, hoping to catch somebody out from Mousesports. But Mousesports, they went aggro last round. They don't fall for it again.
Yeah, very aggressive positions. Pyjamas jumping into the apartments. Has that been heard? Well, I guess he's got ZTR for cover. There's a pop flash, though. And your play is dismantled. That has to force Rez forward a little. There's only one way out of here, and that is with brute force.
But they have no idea that Rez is here. Rez can gut them. Oh, he gets one. Oh, he got a tag.
And there's the AWP as well. ACOR's got a decision to make, and Rez will go back towards the site with the AWP. See how deep he peeks. ACOR takes out the flanking device in the meantime. That's the can opener of the B bomb site down. They start to rotate away now as NIP need to figure out the climate towards top mid, and they realize they've made a grave mistake with Device, the man, he's the anchor of B when he's there with the AWP. With him down, the site's open. Bomb site taken by Mousesports now. There is a HE for Rez, but he is not close enough to stop this bomb plant from happening. It is Hampers who's elevated. That delay may certainly help things. These footsteps won't deter the bomb plant, however.
2 through their construction as well, so they can trade for each other. This is what needs to happen here. Spacing. Oh, that is just terrible. Dexter getting both kills, and now it's all on Rez. He's done 1v2. An impossible situation. He does manage to get the smoke down off a banana. But now Dexter, what is going to happen? He's just going to get the perfect flank. 10-5 for Mousesports at the end of the half.
6 rounds away from victory here. Mousesports move into this second half with double the score of Ninjas in Pyjamas. Will that be enough? We'll find out after the break.
I would put Dust 2 on the B list. I think it's a classic map. It's not so tactical, but it's very simple map to call on. So that's why I always liked it. It's been a map I played since I was a kid, so it has to be in the middle pack of the map pool. Inferno is going on the highest. Even though we lost the busted major on it, I love the map. There's always a major change on the map. Then you play heavy banana, then you do mid stacks. And what I love the most, it's very, very hard to call on the map. And I love things that are hard to do. So that's why I love the map. It has to be STI. It's my favorite map of all time. Tactical and also Infinity has been my favorite map of all time. I know it's boring for some people, but I just love this map. I don't know. I have so deep respect for this map. Definitely the highest ranked on my list. It's a classic map. I would put it on the B next to us too. And not so many interesting things from a caller perspective. Invited player, I always play kind of the boring roles here, so it has to be the B tier. Overpass, I put on a C tier. It could have been a D, but the map looks cool. It's German map, so I'm half German, so that's why I have to put it there. I love to play the Mousesports. I think it's one of the maps I played individually best, I think. Results and face haven't really justified to be there. I have to think from my own perspective, I like the map, even though it is pretty simple map and not much have changed, but I just enjoyed playing it. Because I might get to play double up sometimes, that's always a plus. Yeah, I have to put in D. I like playing the map, but the vertical sounds, it's always fight for ramp as T. So it's not really, like I said, Inferno is really hard to call on, and vertical is a pretty simple map if you ask me.
Vertigo in D tier, I can certainly agree with that, Mr. Carrigan, but Overpass has to go up the list, surely. We are on the second half of Inferno now. Ninjas in Pyjamas mustered 5 rounds on a very difficult CT half, I think it's fair to say. Mousesports look very dangerous indeed. Taxman rocks in the apartments. Probably continue there in the second half. 16-4-7 proving to be a problem, as he always is on Inferno. We'll see what he can do here in the second half, looking for an eventual peak in mid, and it just continues.
Boom.
Start as you mean to go on. Disgusting fashion from Rops all day.
Dude. All right, let's see. Rops, he goes back for more.
Oh.
Spotted, however. Losing that element of surprise. And now, well, Nip, they're looking a little flustered. Hampus, though, going to step into this to take down ACOR. Nearly takes down Dexter as well. So close to the double kill.
Beamer spots the rotation. Still alive as well. And Frozen has a warning. He's got a flashbang, but not really a position with which to use it as he falls back to the site, and maybe he can deploy some kind of funky flashbang now. They're all going towards headshot. Shot his teammate there, actually. Dexter again with 2. Dexter has such impact with the frags as well, not just an in-game leader. Rops and Beamus start to make their way. It's going to be an awkward spot for him, but Beamus has the sound cues now. He can tell Rops that he can head forwards. Device at the back of the site with the Glock. Need to avoid these ranged headshots from a 5 HP Rops do. Ninjas in Pyjamas, they really have to win this pistol round here. Neither of these players have a kit for Mousesports. Maybe there's one on the site, not sure, but they got to get the kills. They must pursue. Beamer's trying to draw them out, but not making a fatal connection. Device still in this corner. Down he will go. They may have done enough now. 10-second defuse coming through. Trying to hold the angle is Beamer's, but is there time? There might be. I'm not sure he's going to make it. It's going to be a close one. Oh, my God.
Dude, that is unbelievable.
Man like Rops.
You cannot cut it any closer than that. You cannot cut it closer to anything. No kit on the defuse. And Nip missing the shots. Dexter as well. You're right, man. It's absolutely unreal, the value that that guy gets. Coming through the smoke, guts 2 Nip players. I mean, that's everything that he had to do in that sort of situation. He overperformed massively. And so we're back to winning ways for Mousesports in these pistols.
They didn't win the first half pistol, but they may as well have, because they won the reset afterwards. It's as good as.
Nip want to do the same thing. 4 Galils and ZCR with the Deagle, and there's Hampus catching out ACOR to start things off. So already a strong start for Nip in this round. Absolutely possible that Nip win this round and do the same thing that Mousesports did to them in the first half.
Oh, that grenade hit the wrong part of the wall there. Frozen sees a lot of players on Banana. Gets his bell rung with a jump peek as well. They've seen that one before. 12 HP. They might just go through this if they believe he's the only person there. But you never know what's around the corner. In they go. Flashbang. They're confident, Mousesports. Frozen hiding for dear life, and down he goes. Somewhat inevitable once the push came through. Beamer's getting boosted up, but they're waiting for that. This goes from bad to worse for Mousesports. Taste their own medicine, and the medicine tastes disgusting.
Indeed. Rops just hanging back with that M4, not going to want to give away that for free to an IP. They would love to take this gun out of his hands, as well as the kit, Kevlar, and smoke. So let's see, does Rops survive this or not? There's the swing. Multiple players. He hears footsteps all over the place, so this is going to be a spicy one. Not going to find it. Hampus saves an M4, and Plopsky saves the M4.
Game on.
Yep.
Now we have a mirror.
This is it. All right, let's see. First half ended 10-5 in favor of Mousesports. And it is literally the exact same thing. Just flip it.
Yeah, both CT sides now get reset. But Ninjas in Pyjamas have to survive the force buy in order for us to be in similar territory. That will still be a big test for them. 3-2 set up for Mousesports at the beginning of this round.
Device has got to be feeling pretty good, though, right now at least, because he has not put up that individual performance that we saw in the first 2 maps of this series, but his teammates have stepped up instead. Plopsky and Rez doing work so far on this map. So now it's going to be on NIP to set the pace. It's going to be on them to decide. And that's going to feel good, because I bet it was starting to get a little bit frustrating there towards the end of that first half with Mousesports just rolling over them everywhere. Now NIP get to show what they have prepared for us here.
No smokes for Mousesports. Flashbangs and headshots is what they have to offer. ACOR has kept money in the hole for the AWP. Worst case scenario. And maybe worst case scenario is starting for Ninjas in Pyjamas as Frozen lands a headshot. There are the flashbangs I spoke about. Just fishing again, and Frozen says hello once more. Such a strong player for Mousesports. Suddenly we find ourselves in a 5 versus 3, made 4 as ACOR with the USP will push to his doom. Pyjamas with a flashbang, but he can't save Frozen. In comes that flash, it's a push through the smoke, but Ninjas in Pyjamas are surviving. Maybe even thriving.
They're putting a halt to the shenanigans. Oh no, the smoke clears right as the bomb is getting planted in the open. Rob's the last one. So now with 20 seconds left, they are going to be able to get that bomb planted. They don't know where Rops is coming from, but you can see ZTR just going to get it right on the edge. But this is the M4 they left behind. And Rops with a golden opportunity now to just utterly ruin the Ninjas. He's got Kevlar as well. He's primed to fight. Now it's just a matter of the element of surprise. Can he catch him peeking? Yes, he can. A little bit of a shot. Now, do Nip trying to swing on him? Do they try and play bold?
Whoa.
Yes, they do. There's the headshot flash as well. Nip fighting back. Not going to let Robs dictate this. And there it is. ZTR taking him down.
Damn, I respect those brazen peaks. The pre-fires, the headshot. I think most players would hide there. But Robs could make it his way to that headshot position, and then things could get really weird. So, good damage done there with the Deagles.
Yeah, Frozen is scary, dude. That is just, those are disgusting deegs. 11-7. 11-7, and so now is going to be the hard eco coming in from Mousesports, and we should get 11-8 in a few moments here for NIP. 3 rifles, 2 MAC-10s, and again, NIP like to lead with the MAC-10s. Get them in the positions to make some money. Device taking point towards B.
Uh-oh.
ZTR clearing out apartments. Hampus has to be careful, though. He's down to 2 health.
Oh, this is awkward. Not a USP round, surely. Not a USP round. Device has made his way in towards the B bomb site. He can try and clear it with the MAC-10. Nobody is here, but the bomb is deep. It has to be collected from T-ramp and then rotated over. And Mousesports will make their way over as well, it looks like. They've got just the 1 rifle in the hands of Frozen. No Kevlar, 2 heavily tagged players in ACOR and Pyjamas with a combined 15 HP. Now, Device's position will be key. They will be cut to ribbons here with ease. Bonus money for the sniper of Ninjas in Pyjamas. I'm curious to see his approach on a T side of Inferno in this series again. So much stronger after the plant. And ACOR will be out with the AWP immediately.
Yeah, no wasted time from ACOR, and Device himself had plenty of money, but he decides to just get that AWP. He has the M4, not even going to bother with it. So interesting. Just playing with the M4, not even going to turn to the AWP yet. MAC-10 on ZTR held onto that one. And Device taking point in Banana. Sam, hell is going on here? All right, Dexter close. Device is definitely close enough to hear that as well. Ready for these kinds of shenanigans. Dexter might just try and push all the way through. Dude, Dexter all the way through to bottom mid. Hampus is going to turn around. Free kill.
Oh, Device now. Oh, he gets jump peaks as well, despite the position of Dexter. That is ridiculous. Dexter between 2 smokes and between 2 Ts. And Device, oh, what a bizarre round this is. Barely alive, Device, 3 HP. What is happening? How is that a thing?
That is outrageous, and how aggressive Dexter is.
It's just wasting time for Ninjas as well, dealing with all of this. In the meantime, Mousesports have cleared top mid, and they look to rotate some plays over towards this B bomb site. So this becomes more and more bizarre this round. Now, do you drive peek into ACOR? You know he's got an AWP somewhere. Rez has taken position back, however.
Yeah, I like that, and that forces ACOR to have to give up top mid, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to overextend, because the aim is to hit the B site. with 4 players alive, full set of nades on 2 of them, nearly, you can get a good execute going on to this B site and really set yourself up for success. BMS, though, that was an impeccable peek. Rez is out of the fight, but he was already low. Now can Frozen and BMS ruin the Ninjas?
Oh, there's the lineup. And then Plopsky's dealt with afterwards. One of those 2 players, ZTR device, was super, super low. So he was gone immediately. And then the rest was very nice for Mousesports indeed. 12-8 for Mousesports. Their second round on the CT side after winning and losing the pistol. It's their first round after that.
What? We're going to get a 4 spot? Oh, never mind. I'm silly. Just like looking straight at the money. Now I look at what they've actually bought. It's not too bad. After the purchases, But now, let's say ACOR. Plopsky's back in his rightful place. And Banana, so he is the one having to dodge the nades. Smokes through, flashes in, ineffective, and Dexter cannot be allowed to escape this alive. He cannot get out of this, and there it is. Nicely done by Plopsky.
Very nicely done indeed. Now, what is stage 2 of this round for the Ninjas? 3 AKs in the UMP, reasonable utility. They've got mollies for an execute into this B bomb site. They could molly Dark and New Box at the same time if they wanted to. Smoke being lined up for the coffin position. There's the utility. Frozen, though, makes life worse before he exits the situation. A swing and a miss from ACOR with the flick of the AWP. Maybe looking to molly a bomb plot now, just hiding behind the rocks in the meantime. Showing some presence. Plopsky close. There's that default plant Molotov from 2 directions, actually. Style points. 3v4 post plant for NIP should they be able to plant the bomb. That's best case scenario. They may lose a player beforehand. ACOR continues to creep now. There's a huge headshot onto Plopsky. They can't trade it. He wants to go back. He's gone a bit too far. 20 seconds to plant the bomb. And we've got Rops now on the way. His device rounds onto the site from the banana position. The taxman is here. There will be no bomb plant. Mousesports make it to 13.
And this is where it starts to get dicey because now NIP, after that round, they've spent all their money. I think Rops right now, he just had too much of an impact in that first half. Gave too much of a lead over to Mousesports. And NIP are just struggling to make up for that now. You go to either bomb site, you're dealing with Frozen or you're dealing with Rops. It's just it's such a difficult situation in terms of the fragging output. Both of those players are just nuts. The top 2 rated players in the tournament so far. And, well, right now they're showing you why. They get a chance, they kill you. Oh. Device, though. Never mind.
Pistols for Ninjas. This is slipping away from them. Well,
it is.
I don't think they actually had a grip on it in the first place, it feels like. It's been a difficult game of Inferno for the Ninjas. Mousesports looked very strong on the T side.
Just Butterfingers right now.
Frozen, willing to engage. The man believes in himself. Can see Plopsky and Rez heading towards mid. That'll be heard, and Plopsky will be forced forward. Down he goes. And then there were 3 pistoleros, all towards the A-bomb site. Let's work into the boiler position. Stops a 2-pronged swing, let's say. ACOR will deliver that against that challenge, and Rob starts to creep forward now, looking for a second one, almost finding it, but Bemis will clean up. Mousesports now 2 rounds away from victory here at Flashpoint 3.
And a decisive victory at that. Utterly decisive. They're 1 round off of getting called being said that they got dumpstered on this last map. 16-7, 7 rounds is usually the cutoff. 8 rounds is like, okay, you lost, but you know, it wasn't pretty. If they can start getting a little bit more fight here, though, NIP, I mean, it's not done yet. This is CSGO after all. Mousesports still have to get to 16. But right now, NIP, they're looking a little vacant. So again, nade combat going down in Banana, just trying to figure out what's going on there. What's the plan? Smoke towards logs as well, just trying to cut Banana in half. And that's Device taking a lot of damage right now, trying to support Plopsky, trying to help to keep him alive.
Really fighting Mousesports. A lot of aggression in the apartments and on Banana as well. We've got frags on either side for Ninjas in Pyjamas, and maybe this is a break they needed.
Certainly. Without a doubt. You can already see just Frozen giving up B. Like, okay, fully stack on this A site. Rez, Hampa, ZTR clearing out apartments. Plopsky's rotating the bomb towards A, though. This would be an utter disaster for NIP if they walked onto the A site now with all 3 players of Mousesports here. Device, though, thankfully, is still over here on the B side, but he's selling a fake. He's just selling a fake. He's already going to rotate off. They are going to hit the A site here, NIP, and this is where Mousesports have put all their defense. Or does Device realize? He hasn't heard any noises. No fresh smoke thrown up to block off B. He may call this off. I don't know. Is there enough time for them to rotate off?
Oh, for sure there is, yeah.
30 seconds.
Absolutely. They've got unlimited utility as well. See that rotation begin. Start racing away. There's a smoke in mid, and Ampus has an angle.
Wow.
That is a costly loss. The AWP, perhaps it can be rescued, but there'll be problems for Mousesports. And suddenly NIP might not feel that far away from them.
8 seconds to spare. What a play. What a play from Device, realizing that there was something amiss with that B defense. No follow-up smokes, no follow-up nades once his fakes had been thrown out. And now you can take down B-Mass. Frozen should be following next at the hands of Device, and they take away all of the aspects of saving there from Mousesports. What a fantastic round from NIP, completely turning that around. A kill on each side, and then Device long in the tooth, the veteran, the major champion, all the experience. You can see why. And just again, to remind you all that these teams are fighting to make it back to the major, going down in Stockholm at the end of the year. One of the several of events that you can use, that you can gain points at by competing. And so this is the grand finals, and the points, all of these points matter.
Pistols out for Mousesports now. They know the boost is there, hunting the players.
ACOR is like, please don't look.
Desperately trying to survive, but denied. Well, they know a third player is over here as well. But he may wait it out, that smoke. I'd recommend it. Hold on a second, we've got a 3v3. Oh, what?
Through the smoke.
DEXTER, hello. Oh, no. What on hell just happened?
Through the smoke, he gets 2?
Like this? Oh, man. Just when you thought it was safe for Ninjas in Pyjamas to start making a comeback and count how many buys Mousesports had.
Those
My
Deagles
God.
are insane.
Rops' angle as well. He'll be playing off of Bemis's position. And it gets worse. So patient with the Deagle. Rops now swinging around the side. 28 HP for ZTR as Dex is on the way with an AK-47 and Kevlar. He's got a molly and a HE. Ooh, you're in trouble.
This is going to be so difficult now. With a molly, he can throw that into the back corner. I mean, there's so... Okay, to be fair, retaking A is a nightmare. There are so many places that he can be hiding. But the Molotov right onto ZTR.
My days. Oh, my God. It just isn't fair. Mousesports strong at every angle, it seems. Match point on the way for Mousesports. And a few of them versus Ninjas in Pyjamas, who were in anti-eco territory. What kind of a round is that from DEXTER? Look at him, he's just laughing. He's just hilarious.
Unreal.
My God, what even was that?
3 kills with a Deag and then a clutch, perfectly placed molly. Let's see, though, I'm sure we're going to get the replay. 1 shot through the smoke, 2 shots through the... Outrageous. And that is, I mean, a must-win round. That is such a huge win for Mousesports. Match point now, 6 of them, and the Ninjas cannot be pleased. What do we have next here as they are going very quickly up into apartments now? Rops is going to have some fun with this. Just letting them know. Keeping them honest. But it will be the pop out of apartments in a moment as the smoke goes up. This is going to make things a little bit more interesting. Smoke goes up. There's the flash over the top. Rops manages to make it out, and Rops and BMAS catching him in a crossfire. 2 kills. Rops chiming in again.
Yeah, he has a chance, has to deliver though. Device will make it 2 versus 2, puts the molly up behind the smoke on long. Hampus, what are you up to? Oh, he's got caught throwing mollies out. He had to make his way to the side. He was the bomb carrier there. Trying to do too much, I think, and that leaves the Vice in a 1 versus 2. Everything going wrong for Ninjas in Pyjamas late on here on Inferno. Hasn't spotted that they're both on long device. But that bomb is in no man's land, and surely it's a matter of time until they peek him. Can see Frozen there, and there's DEXTER for the final kill. And Mousesports are your champions of Flashpoint 3.
What a performance from Mousesports. And DEXTER, I mean, he can be pleased. It was worth leaving his child behind after all. He did it. He did it, Bardolph.
Rob's just staring at the webcam like, what do you got for me? My God. That was a great performance. They dropped, what, 1 map in the entire tournament?
Yeah, 1 map in the grand final, and that was a 16-13 affair with Nip on overpass, and from there on out, utter domination. Just complete control from Mousesports on the following 2 maps. Nip showed some fight there at the end, but I mean, that is still a decisive victory for Mousesports. And Mousesports, I mean, just terrific. 2 of the top performers in the tournament on this team. They just look untouchable.
Yeah, safe to say that they're in pretty damn good shape. Mousesports looked amazing in this tournament from start to finish, and they will be taking home the glorious AK-47 you see on the stage there. Congratulations to Mousesports for winning Flashpoint 3 in almost flawless fashion.
Yeah, that glorious trophy again. Trophy that is here for Flashpoint. We've had AKs all along, but now this is the custom paint job for Flashpoint 3. Sick. Definitely one of the best trophies in esports. And this is the start of this map with Rez just popping off.
Yeah, we saw so many outrageous plays, some from Ninjas in Pyjamas as well, but DEXTER really took the piss with that deagle through the smoke on the B bomb site. That turned everything around. There was a chance for the comeback, and in this tournament we did see so many comebacks from Ninjas in Pyjamas. They were in so many difficult positions and came out on top almost every single time.
I'm wondering how fast the Nip players disconnect their cameras there, because we didn't see any reactions from them at all there. That's unfortunate, because I'm sure that there would have been a lot of emotion over on the Swedish camp.
Yeah, that's a frustrating way to end a tournament. Well, that's enough from us at the commentary desk. Over to Monty in the blind spot.